So I just fought the new champs Photon and Vox for the first time, and I didn't really know what to expect. Never watched the deep dive or read their abilities or even seen their animations before. Didn't even know what classes they were. So I decided to use Negative because, well, he is my favorite champ. I mean, that's kind of the main reason, so it's just more fun. But he's also a champ who's got some fairly decent power control, so generally I don't need to bait that many special attacks with him. In fact, in both these fights I baited 2 special attacks just because I had to use 2 special 2s, since I didn't have any synergies and I wasn't trying to maximize my damage with fury buffs. So these are not going to be the cleanest fights, although Negative is not exactly the best counter, particularly for Photon. Probably want someone who can purify against her, maybe lower defensive ability accuracy so you can safely parry and hit her without missing, because I notice whenever I parry she goes untouchable for a few seconds. Although Negative deals with that relatively well with these playstyle and the evade counter attack, because when I had a bunch of physical vulnerabilities I was taking a lot more block damage. And I noticed I wasn't healing throughout the fight. I don't know if she has some sort of invisible heal block or some wall power counter. I'm assuming that's one of her abilities, but whatever. I dropped my special 2. And then she enters pure light form, which I have no clue what that does, but I guess it looks cool. Kind of reminds me of Ultra Ego, but I think I realized what it does, or at least one of the things it does, after she threw another special 1, because this time I tried to dex it, but nope, dexterity failed, so I guess that's what it does. And also when I evaded while she was faltered, it said miss failed, so I guess she also counts as miss. So she's like the science Jabari mixed with Captain Marvel. So yeah, that was an interesting one. And Fox was also a little interesting, although I think the nose had a lot to do with it. They aren't that bad for Negative though. I kind of like stun immunity because I can just reparry to build charges faster. And I'm not using a Mystic, so him being immune to buff control isn't an issue. Although his heavy attack doesn't look too difficult to heavy punish. The only thing I was concerned about was unblockable special attacks because I didn't know what they look like or how much damage I'll take from getting hit. I had a small slip up here where I just didn't heavy quick enough after my 2 parries, but his basic attacks don't seem to do much damage. I mean, that was a 3.4k crit. Or at least not yet. I don't know if he has some hectic ramp up or what if it means that all his damage is in the special, so I really have to watch out for those. So I dropped my special 2 before letting him throw a special attack, but once again no fury buffs, so it's definitely not going to be enough for his health pool. So after pushing him close to 3 bars I have to bait a special 2. So I just keep dashing back until it's over, and fortunately it's very easy to outrange and looks very easy to punish, so that is probably the safest way to play it. But I'm not far from my next special 2 and I could have just finished this fight without letting him drop another special attack. But I did kind of want to see special 1 because his animations are quite cool, I must say. So I just baited and I managed to dex the first hit, but then he follows up with a 3-hit beam which looks like it can be fully dex, but I just get clapped by it. Fortunately no crits, it doesn't do much damage, and the best part is it places DJ and debuffs, so Negative is having a very good time enjoying that regen.